Now let's look at prosperity in the life of Isaac, Abraham's son. Genesis chapter 26, verses 1 through 3, Amplified Bible. And there was a famine in the land, other than the former famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went to Gerar to Abimelech, king of the Philistines. And the Lord appeared to him and said, "Do not go down to Egypt. Live in the land which I will tell you. Dwell temporarily in this land, and I will be with you and will favor you with blessings. For you and your descendants I will give these lands, and I will perform the oath which I swear to Abraham your father." Genesis chapter 26, verses 12 through 14, Amplified Bible. Then Isaac sowed in that land and received in the same year 100 times as much as he had planted. And the Lord favored him with blessings. And the man became great and gained more and more until he became very wealthy and distinguished. He owned flocks, herds, and a great supply of servants, and the Philistines envied him. Genesis chapter 26, verses 16 through 17. And Abimelech, the king, said to Isaac, "Go away from us, for you are much mightier than we are." So Isaac went away from there and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar and dwelt there. Genesis chapter 26, verses 23 through 24. Now he went up from there to Beersheba, and the Lord appeared to him the same night and said, "I am the God of Abraham your father. Fear not, for I am with you, and I will favor you with blessings and multiply your descendants for the sake of my servant Abraham." Now let's look at prosperity in the life of Jacob. Genesis 28, 20 through 22. And Jacob vowed a vow, saying, "If God will be with me, and will keep me in this way, and will go with me, and give me bread to eat, and raiment to put on, so that I come again to my father's house in peace, then shall the Lord be my God, and this stone which I have set for a pillar shall be God's house, and of all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give the tenth or the tithe unto thee." Genesis 30, verse 43. And the man increased exceedingly, and had much cattle, and maid servants, and men servants, and camels, and asses. Genesis 31:1 from the Amplified. And Jacob heard Laban's sons complaining, "Jacob has taken away all that was our father's. He has acquired all this wealth and honor from what belonged to our father." Genesis 36:7, Amplified Bible, speaking of Esau and Jacob. For their great flocks and herds and possessions which they had collected made it impossible for them to dwell together, and the land where they were strangers could not support them because of their livestock. Now let's look at prosperity in the life of Joseph. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph. Genesis chapter 39, verses 2 through 4, Amplified Translation. But the Lord was with Joseph, and he, though a slave, was a prosperous and successful man, and he was in the house of his master the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to flourish and to succeed in his hand. So Joseph pleased Potiphar and found favor in his sight and served him. And his master made him supervisor over his house and put him in charge of all that he had. Genesis 39:23. Amplified Bible. The prison warden paid no attention to anything that was in Joseph's charge, for the Lord was with him and made whatever he did to prosper. Genesis 47:14. And Joseph gathered all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, for the corn which they bought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house.